I'm Joseph Salem, and I'm here to tell you about werewolves. Alright, I promised you this episode, and now I'm putting it up. Werewolves, to start with, I'll start with how you become a werewolf. Here's my theory, is that it's a disease that, back before they knew about pathogens and everything, germs and whatnot, they described things a little differently, and then afterward, I think a lot of mystical things can be explained as diseases, like zombies, vampires, and I'm thinking werewolves are a disease. And if you'll look at werewolf literature, early on, there's not a lot of information about how you become a werewolf. I think that's because they didn't know about diseases and stuff, or as much as we do today. What I'm thinking is that the disease isn't as contagious as, say, vampirism, that you would get it from just a bite. I'm thinking it's as... I can't think of a real-world comparison here, but I'm thinking it's just a disease that can be contracted through a bite or scratch, but it's not as likely. As far as the transformation goes for werewolves, it's incredibly painful from what I understand. I'm thinking it takes a little longer than it does in literature. Now, the weaknesses, I think that werewolves are not weak to just any silver. I think that they're only weak to silver weapons. Like, if you wouldn't hurt them with it in the first place, if they were weak to anything other than silver, like a spoon, if you wouldn't go after someone with a plastic spoon, don't go after a werewolf with a silver spoon. But a silver spike or a silver bullet would work. I'm not sure about a silver gun with lead bullets. I don't think that would work. I think it has to be the thing making contact with it. Also, it's worth mentioning, wolfsbane is often used to keep werewolves away, but a lot of the times it's also thought to help werewolves keep their human form. Wolfsbane, monk's hood, aconite, it's all the same thing. It's in the buttercup family. I'll show you a picture of that real fast. That's what it looks like. What I'm thinking is it's maybe different parts of the plant are used. We don't know anymore because we don't have werewolves around anymore. There haven't been any reported cases. If anywhere, they're probably somewhere in Europe where we don't find them anymore, or we're not in the area. The locals probably know, but we don't have contact with them. I'm thinking that it's either different parts of the plants, or it's just the way you prepare it that affects the differences. But werewolves are a tricky one because they're not as common as other things. I think it was an isolated incident, disease that's sort of gone. Thankfully, I think the church ended that pretty well. I'm thinking they got rid of it mostly, because it seems like every time there's a paranormal phenomena, there's always a group that can rise up to bring it down. Like werewolves, I'm thinking the church, being as high up as it was able to take down the werewolf problem. Not that I'm saying werewolves are, every werewolf is bad. I'm saying that overall it's kind of sad. It would be sad to be a werewolf. It's hard to do. I doubt any werewolves are watching this, I just want to say. I think that's pretty much all you need to know about werewolves. I covered weaknesses, how one becomes a werewolf, strength, or I'm guessing superhuman strength. I don't know. It's a fuzzy area. I promise my fuzzy area is a pun. I promise my next episode will be on something a bit more reasonable or provable, but I just wanted to get an episode out there and show you what this is all going to be about. So hopefully this is useful information. I doubt this is useful information to anyone, but hopefully this was interesting at least. And I'll see you next episode. Bye.